I was given another really great video. It's on titled "The Secret Covenant of the Illuminati," and so many things to observe in this video. First of all, a lot of what is in this video is true, but one of the things that you know highlighted in there, like, there's so much insanity. It's like, pick out Waldo, find the contradictions, find the insanity within this video, and find the truth. Now, the truth is, everything that's in that video is what's going on. There is like an evil and good war going on right now, and evil can be beaten. You just got to be smarter than evil. Now, one of the contradictions in this video is it says this should never be written down. Yet it's written down. Like, how do you have a covenant and let other people know about it without writing it down and then letting everybody know what your covenant is? It's like evil kind of did what evil said it shouldn't be doing. So it's almost like evil tells you the truth mixed with a lie at all times. That's the only way evil can work, because it's got to get you to believe it. And it is very similar to Bible. There's a lot of truth. It's like 90% of it's true with 10% lie. And it's the 10%, because it's true, you want it. Because 90% of it is true, you'll go down that path and you'll believe all of it. That's how they get you to believe all of it, is by, that 10% lie mixed with a whole pile of truth. So while this video has a lot of truth, there is a lot of lies to it as well. And, I got a kick out of the one lie that this should never be written. It's like, and then they go and contradict themselves. The other lie, the other contradiction is we're all a oneness. So even them are part of us, and we don't know it. So it's almost like the manipulation of this video, this covenant that's being released. The motivation is to get you pissed off, because if you're pissed off, that's when you don't get good information. You don't get godlike information. You have to be in a state of peace and love and say, what do I do next? God, what do I do next? I give up. I'm not fighting. I'm full of love. I'm full of trust of God. What should I do? And you know what? Your intuition's going to tell you what to do next, and it's going to be always good information. But if you're angry and pissed off and in fear, and how dare they do this to us, then while you're really pissed off and angry, it's like, what should I do? And then you're going to get wrong information. And you can see that in your own life. If you ever had a fight with somebody and, 5 minutes into the fight, both parties that are really angry start saying things they don't really mean. They say things that are non-productive. It doesn't solve any problem. And it's like you're really regretful out of the things you say out of anger, because you always get wrong information. You're always going to be talking to evil every time you're pissed off or in fear or have any negative in you. So that's probably why they sort of release this kind of information. They tell you, 90% truth with 10% lie. And so it's designed to get you pissed off. So it's like, don't get pissed off. They gave you the message that we can win. And so it's like, it's time to get peaceful. It's time to get God. It's time to realize, yeah. And there is another truth, that they will destroy them. How do you destroy evil? As long as you don't let evil have any power, eventually it will die. And this is the wildest concept. And, part of this video will say, will make you look like you're crazy. So what's the craziest thing to be saying? The human body is not meant to die. The human body is meant to live forever. The human body is designed for eternal life. Because it's not really a body. It's just a container you're locked into but it will transform into something else if you get rid of all the metals and all of the belief systems we have. Trust, your body will take a totally different shape. Um, and you can kind of see this, that, you know, if you've got the mentality that I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, guess what? You're going to appear ugly. But even for me, my first career that I got into was hairdressing. I love transforming people, their appearances, and giving them a total remake. And it's like, you can make anybody look great. Anybody can look amazing without any kind of plastic surgery. But it actually, you know, I can do shit to your hair and your makeup and tell you how to dress, but, you know, to even make you even look more attractive is confidence. You know, like, uh, you can see some of these bands that got so many women after them. They ain't exactly the most attractive people on the planet, but they are so friggin' attractive because of the confidence that they you know, Mick Jagger is one of them. Like, I couldn't understand people thought he was so friggin' attractive. It's like, I never found that guy attractive at all. But what made him attractive? His inner being, his confidence, his success. There's so many other things that make people appear attractive. It's the observer judging whether you're attractive or not. But what's inside you creates the shell that you've got. Most of your beliefs, most of everything you've got, your DNA is created by your belief system. And it's locked in there by all of these rules, and that these elite people, these evil bloodlines create. So it's like, how do you beat evil at its own game? Well, if every single one of us played the God game and we all looked after each other, we all cared about each other, you know, the fruit of it would be that the other person actually is looked after. Kind of look at whether you're helping people. Good example of that is you see a whole pile of churches going off into third world countries, you know, asking for donations for all these people that are starving. You know, the fruit of it is do they need your help anymore? Have you actually showed them how to feed themselves, or do you constantly have to perpetuate a way for you to raise money, become a millionaire, a billionaire actually, out of these commercials saying, look at us, you know, feeding these starving kids? The fruit is not there. That is rotten fruit. You know, your bank account gets bigger, so you're looking at your own friggin' tree, you know, and judging it to be good, but the fruit of your actions is there. Or have you pulled people out of the poverty that you keep making your money off of? We can't see, you know, past our noses of how we actually support other people. That is where you get, when you know, when I help somebody else out, um, when I know I've actually helped somebody else out, they're actually happy and don't need my help anymore because they've gotten the help they needed and they're on their way and they're enjoying their life and the friendship, everything is going great. You know, any help that I give that doesn't helpful, then chances are they're still suffering and they're still, you know, in need of help, and, you know, so there's the fruit of my actions, you know. So, you outbeat evil. Evil cannot exist. It can be outlived because the only thing that perpetuates this game is death. And it is the wildest thing, and people will call me crazy, you know, but look at this video first and listen to it. And it will say that anybody who starts telling the truth will appear crazy. So this will appear crazy to you because it's so far out of your reality. But I have found science that has been curing every friggin' illness that's killing humanity. And the way this guy is curing it is by stopping you friggin' sinning, which is evil. You know, there is no real such thing as diseases. Even in your freaking Bibles, they were living like 900 years. Why is our lifespan so short? Somebody that, you know, reads these Bibles inside out and memorizes them says that humanity is only supposed to live 150 years. Why is it written in a Bible that we have a short lifespan? regardless, 150 years may seem like eternity to you, but it's not in comparison to eternal life. Everybody, that believes in the Bible is looking for this eternal life. They want to live forever. So it's like in this human experience, what does it take for you to want to live forever? That is part of the thing that's the scariest thing for humanity. If we actually said, no, here on Earth, in this human experience, you're supposed to live forever, that would scare the shit out of you, because who the hell wants to live in this world? Because this world is all controlled by evil. But the goal is to create heaven. And it's like you need a description of what would it take? What does heaven look like? What needs to happen for you to want to live in there for the rest of, for eternity? When you get to know the description of what it actually looks like, where you would jump into it, then you start creating it. But if you can find the science that's been proven for more than 20 years that says everything's reversible, you can heal everything by stop sinning, cure the cause, you'll cure the illness. That is not, everything is causal. Every single thing is causal. A domino will fall and the next domino will fall. Something pushed that first domino effect. So if you find that you are suffering from any kind of disability, any kind of illness, there's a cause. For me, a lot of it is social causes. Our communities, our countries, the way we handle our planet is actually killing me. So the only thing that I can do to help save myself is to introduce a concept that, hey, maybe we're all doing something a little wrong, and maybe question ourselves. But if you cure your illnesses, then let's take it a step further. What else kills us? Well, I noticed, I've only started aging maybe a few years ago, since I sort of seen this big picture, sort of seen, okay, the whole planet needs to shift, and it's like, I can't shift the planet myself. It's like pointless. You can't do it on your own. You need other people. We are this oneness, and it's like, okay. So if I really wanted to live and it's all of society, then that means that I've got to change all of society. It's like, that's a massive job, and I don't have the confidence in myself to be able to influence that change. While everybody's going to call me crazy, and while people call you crazy, you have to be pretty freaking strong to keep saying, no, I'm not, and not falling into crazy, because when you accuse somebody of something, you actually turn them into that. If you call somebody stupid long enough, they will turn into stupid. So if you want to call me crazy, then the potential of turning me into crazy, especially by the volumes of it, you will drive me crazy. So I have to have a lot of inner strength not to let that influence me. For me to know who I am and my own personal self, that no, this isn't crazy. This is proven. I've proven it. It's been proven by other people for a long, long time. So I know that the aging thing, I've had my own personal experience. I've seen what my mindset was like when I wasn't aging, and I've seen the mindset when I started aging. So aging definitely has a lot to do with your belief systems, how you live your life, but what you believe about yourself has everything to do about aging. So you're not going to die from aging if you actually understand what aging in time and space actually is. If you had more information, you wouldn't die from age. You have to actually enjoy your life to keep from aging. So then we've got accidents. First of all, is another way most of us die, and most of us are dying by our lifestyles, the products that we make, the type of work that we do kills us. So accidents in general, everything can be prevented if you could see past your own nose and see the causes of that. But then there's earth changes and universal changes that you think are completely out of your control. And the only best way of metaphor that I can show you that, what's out there in the galaxy, the sun, everything is like karma, magnetics. You attract what you put out there. It's going to come back at you like karma. You cut a rainforest down, you change weather patterns. We are doing lots of things to our planet that creates these planetary shifts and changes. But if we all seen what we're doing and do the right thing, even that won't kill us. So what would kill us? At the end of the day, what would kill us? The only thing that kills us is sin, evil. So if you actually are living really long, you've killed the evil forces, because evil will kill itself. That's why we can never know about it, because the game is perpetuated by just not knowing. So time to get happy. Peace out.